If you have Nebraska Medicaid through Medicaid expansion, or if you're applying for it, you may have heard about Medicaid Work Requirements. This video provides an overview of Medicaid Work Requirements, what they are, who they apply to, and what they may mean for you. This is an overview. Additional videos will be provided to show you exactly what to do if you need to take action. Medicaid work requirements are activities some able-bodied adults must complete to keep their Nebraska Medicaid coverage. Starting May 1, 2026, some people who are enrolled in Nebraska Medicaid through Medicaid expansion may be required to meet these work requirements when they apply for Medicaid or renew their Medicaid coverage. Many people may already meet work requirements. Some people do not have to meet them at all. Medicaid expansion covers able-bodied adults who are ages 19 to 64, are not pregnant, do not have a disability, are not enrolled in Medicare, are U.S. citizens or meet immigration rules, have a low income which meets income limits up to 138% the federal poverty level. As of 2026, this is about $22,025 per year for one person, or $45,540 per year for a four-person household. The work requirements apply to most able-bodied adults enrolled through Medicaid expansion. They do not apply to everyone. Some people qualify for an exemption, which means they do not have to complete work requirement activities. To meet the requirement, you must complete at least 80 hours of approved activities during a qualifying month. If you already have Medicaid, any month since your last renewal can count as a qualifying month. If you are applying for Medicaid, the qualifying month may be either the month you apply or the month before you apply. Once Medicaid confirms that you completed the requirement during at least one qualifying month, you will be considered compliant for the rest of your eligibility period. Approved activities include working or being self-employed, job skills or training programs, volunteering, education. You can also meet work requirements by attending school or participating in a registered apprenticeship, at least half-time of the program's full-time. In this case, half-time means enrollment in at least half of the program's expected full-time course load. To meet the required 80 hours of approved activities during a qualifying month, you can also combine hours across each of the 4 approved activities. Another way to meet the requirement is to work and earn at least $580 in 1 month, which is equal to 80 hours at the federal minimum wage. If you are a seasonal worker, you can still qualify if your 6-month average income meets the threshold. You may qualify for an exemption from these requirements if you are under age 26 and aged out of foster care, a member of a federally recognized Native American tribe, an urban Indian, a California Indian, or if you receive services through the Indian Health Service, IHS, a parent or caretaker of a child aged 13 or younger, caring for a person with a disability, a veteran with a total disability rating, medically frail, in a qualified drug or alcohol treatment program, currently incarcerated or recently released, within 90 days of a qualifying month, pregnant or had Medicaid while pregnant and are up to 12 months postpartum, part of a household that receives the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also called SNAP, or Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, also called TANF. If you are already meeting the requirements for those programs, you may not have to meet the Medicaid work requirements. If one of these applies to you, you may not need to complete work requirement activities. There are also temporary hardship exemptions that apply, such as you were hospitalized or lived in a nursing home or a similar facility. You or a dependent had to travel outside your community to receive care to treat a serious health condition, or if you lived in a county currently under a federal emergency declaration or in a county with a high unemployment rate. If any of the temporary hardships apply to you, you may need to submit additional information to be exempted from needing to complete work requirement activities. When you apply for Nebraska Medicaid or renew your coverage, there are 2 possible paths. DHHS will try to use information it already has to check whether you meet the work requirement or you qualify for an exemption. If DHHS can confirm that you are compliant with the work requirements, you do not need to do anything. If you do not hear from DHHS, that may mean no action is needed. If DHHS needs more information, they will contact you and send a verification of compliance notice. This notice will include instructions and a QR code that links to the individual declaration form. Adults in Medicaid expansion who are not exempt from work requirements must complete this form. For example, you may need to complete the form if you are meeting the requirement through job training, community service, or volunteering. DHHS may also ask for other documents, such as pay stubs, self-employment information, or other information that helps explain your situation. This does not mean you did anything wrong. It simply means DHHS needs more information. If DHHS asks for information, you must respond within 30 days of receiving the verification of compliance notice. If you do not respond, you could lose or be denied Medicaid coverage. If you do not complete required activities and are not exempt, you will not get or you will lose Medicaid coverage. Medicaid will send a notice prior to denying or closing your coverage. If your coverage is denied or ends, you must meet work requirements and may need to submit a new application to regain Medicaid coverage. If you disagree with a Medicaid decision, you have the right to appeal. This is called requesting a fair hearing. You can request a fair hearing by filling out Form DA-6, also known as the Request for Fair Hearing or Appeal. To find the form online, go to public-dhhs.ne.gov/forms. Once you're there, search for Request for Fair Hearing or Appeal or Form number DA-6. You can also request a fair hearing by sending a written request by mail or email. After you submit your request, you'll receive information about the hearing, including the date and whether it will be held in person or by phone. A hearing officer will review the information and make a recommendation. You will receive a written decision after the hearing. The fastest and easiest way to respond is online. Scan the QR code in your verification of compliance notice or go to iserve.nebraska.gov. Then create an account or login. From there, you can upload documents or complete the Medicaid Work Requirement Individual Declaration Form. If you are unable to complete the Medicaid Work Requirements online, you can get help by calling DHHS at 855-632-7633 and selecting option 3. You can also call a local office in Lincoln or Omaha. Phone lines are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mailing in your information to Medicaid, Nebraska DHHS Document Imaging Center, P.O. Box 2992, Omaha, Nebraska 68103-2992, or visiting a local DHHS office. Additional information can be found on the DHHS contact information page, dhhs.ne.gov/pages/public-assistance-offices.aspx. If you need help finding a job, visit the Nebraska Department of Labor NE-Works website at ne-works.nebraska.gov for free job search resources. You must report changes that could affect your Medicaid eligibility, such as income changes, a new address, changes in work status, changes in household size. You can report changes online by going to iserve.nebraska.gov, then scrolling down to report changes to your situation. Changes can also be made over the phone, by mail, or in person. Here's what's most important to remember. Some people won't need to do anything at all. If you do need to take action, DHHS will let you know what to do and how to do it. You'll have time to respond, and help is available if you need it. Be sure to check your mail, email, and text messages, and respond if DHHS contacts you. To learn more about Medicaid work requirements and how they may apply to you, visit dhhs.ne.gov/work requirements. To apply for Nebraska Medicaid or renew your coverage, go to iserve.nebraska.gov. To submit a new application, select Apply for Benefits. To renew existing benefits, scroll down and select Extend your existing benefits. If you want step-by-step help, scroll to the top of the I Serve Nebraska homepage and click on the question mark icon. Then choose Training Resources. You'll find guides and videos that walk you through each step.